Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly. Excuse me. Need a little bit of something to drink. These are a few of the items that me and Brian went through that we're willing to use for trade bait or sell if somebody wants to buy them, but we're looking more for trading. So I'm going to go over them real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with dimensions or telling you anything information wise. Most of you know what most of these are, or you can look them up yourself. I'll give you the information you need. So let me kind of shift some of these out of the way here. And we'll start with the Midgard Messer, the big boy, which is the Nerthus. Easy for me to say. Has the little bag that it was sent in. It's got the cloth, and it does have the little locking deal. Anybody that knows these know that they are overbuilt, and it's a backlock. I'm not a fan of backlocks, and this was small for my husband. And if you have a big hand, here I'll show you. But you need two hands, number one, to open it. But like I said, I wear a large to verging on extra large glove. The large gloves that I have are tight on my hands, and I probably should have went to extra large. But this, he has to kind of squint to fit in here, and if not spreading his hand out, it's just awkward for him. So it probably depends on the size of your hand whether or not this works. It's a beefy boy. It is, which most of you know Midgard Messers usually are, but neither one of us have honestly carried this, and you can probably tell for the most part that this is pretty. We don't abuse for the majority. We don't abuse our knives. There's a few abusers that we have, but those are ones that are BRs and never go anywhere. But this is a backlock, and one thing that it does is it actually stops. So unless you got really fat hands, it should keep. If you accidentally put your finger under there, it should stop. I thought you actually had to press the backlock back in to get it to go the rest of the way down. You don't. You just need to put more pressure on it, and it will close. So this is, like I said, it's a two-hand opening because a lot of the foreign countries, they're real funny about how the laws and stuff, and that's hence the locking where you can, when this is open, that you can lock it, or heck, you can even put it in here and keep it closed locked. But that is one of the items that we're going to have. Miscreant, which it is a black tie handle with a satin finished blades, and it's in Stonewash CPM 20 CV. Let me see if I can get this out. There we go. And this has not been carried. I just literally got it not long ago. I won it. If you guys are curious, I did win this. I don't mind speed holes. Just the squared off combination with the speed holes. The combination doesn't do it for me, but it's a good size knife. It's not overly large. You can do a trigger pull on it. I'd be careful doing that. I'm always leery of things like that. I don't normally do that, but this is an awesome little knife, and if you like wheeze, you do have to shake it down. It's not, but the only method of deployment is the flipper tab, and there is no way to do anything else. As you can tell, there's no room on there for thumb studs or anything else. But if you like wheeze and you don't mind speed holes and like this type style knife, this is definitely available. And this is one of those. That's another, like I said, for trade or sell if somebody wants to buy it. I mean, like I said, I haven't carried it or done anything with it. And there's number 2. And let's see here, Divo Chaser. This was Brian's, and I'm pretty sure he has carried it multiple times. It's just verging on too small for him, and he's decided to let it go. I have a Chaser, so I've got the flamed one, or I would keep this. This is an awesome knife. It's got that jig or crosshatch or whatever it is that they call that. Do they have, let's see here, tie diamond texture is what they call that. But like I said, he has carried it. I think you can probably tell there's a little bit of wear on the thing. This has been carried. It has probably maybe opened a few packages. Maybe. Brian actually usually carries his to work. It doesn't always get used, but if he needs it that day, he'll use it. But he's not one that needs a knife at work usually. So it's hit and miss when he actually ends up needing one. But he has it just in case he needs it. But this has been carried. So this another critter that's up for trade or sell if you're interested. And which way does this go? Just like that. And I will grab one of the Divo claws and include one of their nice towels with it. I have extras of those that I put aside that I don't use. So yes, I'll give you a new, clean, awesome cloth to go with this. Just to tell you that. Let's go artisan cutlery. This is another. This was, I think, a Brian win that he won, actually, I think over a year ago. And he loves it. I don't know that he's, I think, carried it a few times. And honestly, I think I have one, and I think that's why he's willing to get rid of this one. Let's see here. 1852 G-GY. What was this one called? Satyr? S-A-T-Y-R. That's what this is. I'm like 100% positive I have one also. And he figured, okay, we'll get rid of one since I'm not really carrying this that often or whatever. Do it. This with the tie scales, and it does have milling on it. I don't know how well that will show up, or if it even will on the camera. Maybe you can see it around the pivot area. If you guys like to have stuff modified or anodized, that may be something to do. I mean, we know Dark Water does an awesome job, and there's a lot of other people out there in the community that does a lot of anodizing and different things, so this would probably do well. And this is a more premium knife, so I mean, just putting that out there, that if you like to have that done, good size, not overly large, not overly small, you know, this one's one of my sweet spots. But like I said, we have another one, so we're willing to. Actually, I don't know if this is the one we bought or if this is the one we won. It could go either way. I'll say it's the one we won just for giggles. But that's available. Yeah, I don't like. That's snug. So that's that one. And next is Tempest knives. We'll do Tempest next. I just set them there, and I'm going down the line the way I had them. This is the Microjet. I always want to get Microjet and Microburst mixed up. This was the Ultim, his Ultim variation that was supposed to be a black wash. We actually had gotten 2 of them. And I did trade one away. And we're just not big fans of Ultim. And yes, you even get a Microjet. If you want other KC stickers, I'm sure I have some floating around. I can get those out for you. But this is one that was swapped out instead of the black wash that has the satin instead. And as you can see, the Ultim's in good condition. There shouldn't be any cracks and splits, and hopefully there doesn't develop any. But this is great size. And it's also the way you can do, the way he does his, most of the time you can get up on it and you have extra room where you can purchase your finger right there. And Casey does an excellent job with his knives. I love the fact that he does the very minimal flipper on it, where you figure it goes in line. So perfect. Anyway, this honestly has sat in the box. It has not been used. It has not been carried. It's been in the box, or in the drawer, as the case may be. And we're just not Ultim fans. For those of you that know, we don't. But I figured there's a lot of people out there that do like Ultim. So this one is available for sale or trade. Like I said, more trade is what I'm looking for probably, and you just got to reach out to me and see if it's something I want or like, or Brian wants or likes. We like a little bit of everything. It's hard to just say we like this or we like that, because we don't. Our tastes are very, very varied. Now this is the, excuse me, I think I'm about ready to get the hiccups. North Mountain Blades. And you got the sticker. You got the SLD Magic. And I'm thinking this is the chop. You got the little cloth. And you got the extra tab in case you don't want to carry it with a clip that you can. Actually, is that a sticker or is that just a piece of cardboard? That may just be a piece of cardboard. But this is the Chop 2 with the button lock Chop 2 Knife Center exclusive, which is the orange and black variation with the thumb disc. So those of you that like orange and or like North Mountain Blades and their Sanmai, this is an awesome pickup. I don't think this is available anymore. They do have Knife Center. Let's see if I can get it to focus on it on the clip. But it's a good size. You got a little bit more room here, so it does fit in my husband's hand. And he's got those big fat hands, you know that by now. And oops, it helps if I actually press the button in. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the brass around the edge there, which I think, or maybe copperish. It's hard to. I'm leaning more towards copper underneath there, kind of continuing the orange look. But this is an awesome, gorgeous little knife, and I honestly don't think Brian's even carried this one. If I'm going to be honest, I mean, you look at the clip, you don't see any wear on that, and I don't see anything else. That's on me. But, and the thumb discs do work well. I don't know if I've ever tried to reverse flick on this. Yes, you can reverse flick also. So, this is another item available. Like I said, Knife Center, this particular version, I think they're getting another one or had another one, but this one I know has been discontinued, I'm sure, and sold out for a while now. We've had it for I think a couple of years at least, but or at least a year and a half, 2 years, I don't know. It's been a while. But that's another item up for trade or sell. And as you can tell, all of these come with their boxes and stuff, so all of that's available. And let's see here. The last one that I have on this one, that's what? 7. It'll be 7 knives. I have some more in a box that I haven't done. This one's an EMP EDC Nimble. And we literally just got this a month ago, I'm going to say roughly. It's, of course, you're getting all the stickers and everything it comes with. When they had their special deal, their grab bags. And the only reason, honestly, that we're getting rid of this is because me and Brian already have at least 1 Nimble apiece. I have two. I'm not sure how many Brian has, but I have 2. Because I got the green and black version that's like this, that's a black wash. And I also have the one that's the speed hold version. But this was, like I said, it was part of their mystery grab bag that they did. And as you can see, that was an awesome little knife. We haven't carried it. We haven't done anything with it. It does have the flipper tab, and you can reverse flick it and so on and so forth. But what's funny is I think this was one of their extra ones that they had made, because they did these in short runs. If you know EMP EDC, they do that on a lot of their knives. And I think this was an extra one that they had like a whole unit as a backup in case they needed it for warranty for somebody. Because I don't know if this will show or not. Come on, come in. There we go. 51 of 50. That's why I'm like 90% sure that this was a extra one that they had done up for warranty. That way, if they had issues, they could just swap out the back spacer. It was probably, honestly, cheaper for them to have just a whole nother knife, extra knives made, than have all the parts additional. So that's probably why they did that. But like I said, this one's numbered 51 of 50. So if you like oddities, this is something that would be funny to have. But anyway, that was the last one in this batch. I know I'm probably rambled on for almost 20 or 30 minutes. But anyway, available for trade, sell, whatever. If you're looking for it, let me know. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.